Good morning, RGS students. It's a great day to be creative. Let's start with our lesson plan today. We will look over here. Our number 1 is our project today, and our slide is 2-3. We are going to be talking about a value grid and the Ammonite. Ooh, that might be a new word. All right, and then let's look at our vocabulary words. We'll discuss a grid, value, watercolor resist, and the Ammonite. Now, let's look over here. Number 3, our inspiration today. The elements of art and nature. Oh, maybe nature and Ammonite go together. Let's see. All right, friends, we are going to get started with our value grid. So find your 6x6 white piece of paper. It might be down at the bottom, might have fallen to the bottom, so look for it. And then for the Ammonite, we're going to start with the 9x12 paper. So you can get your papers out, and I will be back here in just a minute. Okay, friends, I'm back. Now, for the value grid, you need a ruler and a pencil, and very easy. All you're going to do is put your ruler at the top. We know our square is a perfect 6x6. So we're going to make a mark at 2 and at 4. And then down at the bottom, we're going to make a mark at 2 and 4. And then we will connect these lines. And we are creating our own grid. You might have used grid paper before in math. So this project is actually it's called a cross-curricular project because you use a lot of math ideas when you are creating the value grid. Okay, so all of my squares are perfect 2-inch by 2-inch squares, and they fit within my 6x6-inch square. Now, if we count these, 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, we know we have exactly 9 2x2-inch squares. Okay, and now we're going to talk about value. That is demonstrating light to dark or dark to light. So I'm going to use some colored pencils. Okay, and I'll show you a couple, and then you can see how you can show value in a diagonal. So you can start at the corner and get lighter. You can start at the bottom and get lighter. Maybe the side or the top. I would like you to try all different directions. Okay? So I'm going to start dark. And then I'm going to get lighter. Lighter and lighter. Lighter until I'm barely touching the paper. So, another way to think about value is with your pencil, you're pushing very hard to get lots of pigment or color down first, and then you are lightly just brushing your pencil barely over the top of the paper to get the lighter color. Now maybe I want to start at the bottom, and you can use any colors you want. This is your creative choice. Use your artist intuition. That means do what you feel like doing. So here's my navy, and I'm going to make it really dark down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to get lighter and lighter until I'm just barely brushing the paper. And then you can go back in. You can even your colors out a little bit. All right. So I want you to try working with value in every square on your grid. All right. This is a good technique to practice, and we will be working with it later on during the trimester. All right, boys and girls, have fun with that. Now, I would like you to get out your 9x12 paper, and we are going to work on making the Ammonite. Now, let me tell you a little about what this is, okay? Ammonites are extinct animals that lived in marine environments. They are characterized by their rigid spiral shell. Though unknown, they are thought to have been great swimmers and may have been able to shoot ink at predators. Oh, like octopus and squid. They are typically 9 inches around, so that means this big, so about as big as this part of our paper. But some species could grow to nearly 7 feet. 7 feet, that's huge. That's bigger than a grown man. All right, now I want to show you a picture. I want to make sure you can see it. All right, that's an example of an ammonite. Okay, so sort of looks like something you would see in a prehistoric movie. Whoopsie. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with that spiral line, that awesome spiral line. Remember, it's my favorite. So you're going to start in the middle and make it wide. Like this. Good. A nice big wide ammonite. Okay. And I'm going to flip it because I like the end up at the top. Okay, this is my ammonite. You see that? You can sprinkle salt on it if you want at the end. All right, so the ammonite, we're going to close it up like this because it is a shell. And it's what left. There was a creature inside that could swim around. And what the living part that was hanging out of the end of the shell looked like a squid. And it could shoot ink. But this is what is left. So think of this as somewhat of a fossil. Okay? Because they are no longer around. Think of this as a fossil. All right. Now, you're going to take your crayon next. So set your pencil down. You can get a crayon any color you would like. I think I might actually use orange today. And we are next talking about wax resist. So I would like you to trace this line and trace over it a couple times. You want to lay a lot of wax down. So trace over this line, and it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. All right. We'll also be talking a little bit more about Frida Kahlo. So I will tell you a little bit more and show you my art idea packet. about what I did on my Frida Kahlo page. Okay, now you want to make these wavy lines to separate sections, to show the ridges. So you are going to take your color and again go over your line 2 or 3 times and get lots of wax down. Ooh, that looks so good. I love spirals. They are so beautiful. And now this is the fun part. When you are using your watercolors for this part, I want you to have fun mixing some colors. Okay? So, if I take some red in this area, get some more water on here. And it's fun to use a little bit more water in this project and watch how the colors move around. So, ooh, it's almost like I'm sprinkling some yellow in here. And then next, maybe I want to use purple and add some more water. And watercolors like to move around. So fill each of these spaces with water, quite a bit of water, and color. Now you should have a good crayon or wax buildup between sections. So the water should stay in those sections. The wax is like a border or a fence. It doesn't want to let the watercolor out. See, I can put watercolor right on the edge. I'm adding some yellow now. I think I'm going to go in with a little blue in my purple. I like to think about it as dancing the colors around. Ooh, I like this. And if they mix a little, that's okay. There. Oh, get lots of water in there. Now, like I said, your water should not come out of those sections if you put enough crayon down. Ooh, I might dance a little blue around the yellow. And you can see how it moves and spreads out. All right. So I'm going to do a little more purple up here. Add some more water. And you want to hold your brush like a pencil. When you hold your brush like a pencil, you have the most control. All right. Ooh, I love this project. So boys and girls, I just want you to have fun with your colors. Mix up your colors a little bit. Remember, stay away from browns and blacks. It's just going to make your colors look muddy. And you don't necessarily want to make mud, but you can still have fun mixing colors, dancing colors around like this and seeing what it looks like when it dries. So you're going to fill your Ammonite with all sorts of colors. And then it's your creative choice if you would like to sprinkle salt on it. That's always a great texture for this project, to sprinkle some salt over the top, okay? And that's what I did on this one. And you can see it gives it a texture. And then when it dries, you can just sprinkle the salt off, okay? And it's up to you if you want to cut it out and put it on a piece of paper. I did not give you a piece of black paper for this project. Your black paper is for a different project, but you might have a piece of black paper at home that you would like to cut it out and put it on. Okay? So sprinkle salt on your Ammonite if you would like, or you don't have to. It's your creative choice. And then you're going to lay that flat to dry. Make sure it's flat. Okay, let's review our Frida Kahlo page. There is Frida Kahlo, and this is one of my favorite paintings of hers. It's called Thorn Necklace with a Hummingbird, and it's a self-portrait. And here are the answers to our art history page. Okay. Artist name is Frida Kahlo. Her birthplace was Coyoacan, Mexico City, Mexico. The artist's style is surrealism or magic. It was also called magic. The artist's medium, she liked to use paint. The title of the piece of work that I showed you right here, it's a self-portrait with a thorn necklace and hummingbird. It's thought to be worth more than $5 million. The exact price was unknown, but it's thought to be worth more than $5 million. It's at a museum right now, so of course it's not going to be sold. And then this area is for what we call a thumbnail sketch. And it's just a quick little sketch of what you think this looks like. Now, it doesn't have to be great. If I sat and did this for a long time, yeah, I could make it look better. But what I'm doing is I'm just making a little sketch. So someday if I'm flipping through this and I'm thinking, oh, I'm trying to remember, what does the self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird look like? And then when I look at my thumbnail sketch, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's that one. Okay? So it doesn't look exactly like this, but it's making me remember what painting I am thinking of. So you can just make a quick little thumbnail sketch. You even want to make, if you can see, she has two little butterflies in her hair. She has two beautiful butterfly barrettes in her hair. So maybe you want to draw those too. Okay, friends. So you have a lot to work on today. Okay, so I want you to make sure you check page 21. And you're going to work on page number 2, all about me. Now, artists, we need to know about ourselves and what we like before we can create art, because art is a reflection of ourselves. So in this all about me page on number 2, I want you to answer these questions. Answer all 5 of these questions, and then we'll talk about it next time. All right, have fun. You have a lot of fun things to do today. The value grid, the Ammonite, review the art history, page 21, and work on page 2. All right, it's a great day to be creative, friends. Bye.